There are NFTs that receive passive income for simply holding the NFTs. And a few months ago, I made a video covering passive income NFTs, and I noticed that many people in the comments were wondering and asking, we understand that the holders of these NFTs receive these tokens, but why do these tokens even have value? So in this video, we are going to answer that exact question. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with the situation, I'm going to catch you up with a quick summary. There are these NFTs, and when you hold them, every day you receive these tokens, and then these tokens are then traded in the aftermarket on decentralized exchanges, and they can be sold for crypto or for money. So essentially, just by holding these NFTs, you are receiving money daily, passive income. But this name of passive income is a name that was given by us, the public, because these projects specifically will tell you that this is not passive income. They will specifically tell you that these tokens have no monetary value, because if they did, the regulators would be on their back. The SEC would be on their case. So they specifically state that these tokens do not have any monetary value. For example, if we look at CyberKongz, which right now is the gold standard when it comes to passive income NFTs, they provide the Genesis CyberKongz with 10 bananas a day. And according to CyberKongz, one banana equals one banana. There is no monetary value. And when you have these tokens, they can be used for utility. That is what these tokens are. They are utility tokens. So holders of this NFT receive these banana tokens, which according to CyberKongz has no value, but then they could be used for things such as customizing your Kong, for breeding CyberKongz, or for voting with the banana token, and coming soon, a banana shop. And when it comes to any project, the utility is up to them. They can get creative and they can say, if you hold this token, you can do X, Y, Z. And if the utility is good enough and people like the project, this is where it actually gets its value from. And because of this, people will then want to trade it. And for the most part, these tokens utility is for people that hold the NFTs. So holders of the NFTs will want this token, or people that understand in the future holders of these NFTs will want this token, even if that person doesn't own the NFT itself. Another example is something like Bears Deluxe and the Honey token. Each Bears Deluxe receives one Honey token per day. And they specifically state on their website, one Honey D equals one Honey D. Honey D is not an investment and has no financial value. But Honey D is the utility token that fuels the Bears Deluxe ecosystem. Again, no financial or monetary value, but we give it utility. And if the project is good and people like the utility, then people will want the token, right? So this is not passive income according to the projects, but to us, it is. But these tokens are very, very fragile and very volatile. Even if we look at Banana, which is the token for CyberKongz, which right now is seen as the gold standard for passive income, the tokens are very volatile. There are different risk levels when it comes to crypto. There is big cap coins, the least risky, and then from there you have mid cap coins, and you have small cap coins, and then even below that you have NFTs. NFTs can be very difficult to sell. There's very low liquidity. There aren't many buyers and sellers. So even an NFT could be a very high risk asset. And then even below that, you have tokens from these NFT projects. And there is low liquidity, again, meaning that if you want to sell these tokens, there's not always going to be a buyer. There's not always going to be a seller. The trading volume is very low. So even this gold standard project of Banana, currently at $22 per coin and 10 tokens per day, that's pretty good. That's over $200 per day. But there was a time in the past this year that each of these tokens was worth over $100. And as you can see, very volatile, very fragile. So it still is really good at $22 per token, but you can see it really can move up and down. And then if we look at another example for the voltage token, this is given to owners of SupDucks. This is currently at 44 cents, but we can see at their launch in the beginning, they were almost at $2, and now at 44 cents. So you're starting to understand here that you can receive a token, again, according to the project, that has no financial value. The market gives it its value, but because these are so fragile and volatile, you can receive, who knows, 100 tokens a day, 1,000 tokens a day. But if the tokens are worth zero, you're not really receiving anything. This isn't really passive income. Another example is Honey Deluxe, the token for Bears Deluxe. When they first launched, these tokens went as high as $35 per coin, and now they're at $11. So any NFT project can say, hey, we can see your code. Let's go ahead, copy and paste. Let's create a token and let's give it utility. But it doesn't mean that it will actually have value. And there are two things right now that are really limiting these passive income tokens. Again, I want to clarify, passive income is the name that we give it. According to the project, there is no financial value. And that is that these are, number one, usually only listed on decentralized exchanges. This definitely holds it back. And number two, the tokens that are provided typically only have utility for people that own the NFT. So what about people that don't own the NFT, or maybe they can't afford the NFT? What is their reasoning for wanting to own this token? If there is an NFT passive income project that does provide utility to people that don't own the NFT and you know about it, please put it down in the comments down below. Now, in 2022, there is a token that I am looking forward to when it comes to NFTs, and that is the Bored Ape Yacht Club token. As we know, Bored Ape Yacht Club is the biggest brand in the NFT space, and they did mention back in October that they will have a token. But they mentioned that they are going to take it very, very slow, and they stated it's stupid easy to launch an ERC20 token. It takes minutes. It's much more complicated to construct a legally compliant token and set it up in a responsible, sustainable way. Because as we mentioned earlier, if you create a token and you don't do it in the right way, or you do give it financial value, the regulators will be on your back. The SEC will be after you. And not only that, you have to provide a token with utility, and utility that is good enough that people actually want this token, they want to trade it. And when it comes to this specific token, I do believe there is a good chance in 2022, or maybe even in 2023, that this token will be listed and traded on centralized exchanges. This would be massive. Something else I would like to see from this token, hopefully, I think it would be very cool and interesting, is that this token gives utility to people that don't own the NFTs. Because let's say someone can't afford to get an ape or a mutant or a kennel because they are very expensive. What will be the reasoning for someone to want to own that token? So it would be very cool, for example, if someone owning this ape token in the future will be eligible for events and giveaways, or maybe eligible for certain merch drops. And when it comes to this model of passive income NFTs, again, a name that we give these NFTs, I do think there will be projects in the future that do it in a sustainable and successful way. But of course, when someone does it, everyone else copies, and they may make a low effort project and it all fails. So there definitely will be a lot of low effort, scammy type projects in the NFT space doing this. But out of all of those low effort projects, you will have the winners. I do think CyberKongz and their banana token has a good shot at remaining here for the long term, and even Bored Ape Yacht Club and their ape token, which isn't even released yet, but just based off of the community and the Bored Ape Yacht Club brand. So there's your answer. These tokens technically don't have any value. There is no monetary value. We are the ones that give it value based off of its utility. And if the utility is good enough, these tokens appreciate in price. So if you learned something in this video, please show your appreciation by simply leaving a like on this video. It really, really helps the channel. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.